Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool desktop payphone, and this is HG's equipment from Delaware. And HG always sends in kind of little cool projects. He sent in a lot of different cool telephones, and he has certain things that he wants done to the telephones, and basically we put switches on the bell so that he can turn the bell off. We add a light so that when the bell's turned off, that he'll still see that there's an indicator of the telephone ringing. So he has a bunch of different little things that he likes to do with these projects, and we have this desktop payphone that he has acquired, and now we are going to start converting and repairing this unit. So basically, since this is the initial checkout, we're going to kind of run through a little bit of everything. And we already have gotten into the telephone and troubleshooted it to a point, but we have a lot more troubleshooting to do, and we're just trying to kind of wrap everything up on the troubleshooting end, and then we are going to start our repair and conversion. Now, we know on the handset already that the transmitter is no good. It's bad. That will be replaced. And now what we want to talk about is the issue with the handset cord. Somebody has taken the original handset cord, probably went bad, and they installed a line cord, since the plug was the same size for the handset and at the base of the telephone. And they did that to make the handset cord proprietary to this telephone, so that when the handset cord went bad, you had to go back to that company and buy their handset. And so when somebody tried to install a handset cord on this handset and telephone, what they did was they found out that a regular handset cord would not fit it because the plug is the wrong size. And so they used a line cord. We want to get rid of that situation. We're going to go ahead and change the line cord to a regular handset cord with the proper plugs on it, and then everything will fit. So we want to start all that work. We did find 2 quarters in this unit when we gained access, so we want to set them to the side. We kind of want to show you a little bit of everything on the phone. This is the other part of the handset, and we want to set that to the side. Now, we had to gain access into this telephone. I want to go ahead and take it apart here. We have the body loose. We had to cut the lock from the mechanism that you pull out. You have to pull this out right here, this linkage that you can put a lock on, and that way you can open your cash drawer up. Your cash drawer won't open unless this linkage is pulled out, and that's why they had the lock there. So that's our cash drawer right there. We want to set that to the side. We want to go into the telephone and give you a look at the telephone. Now, somebody has cut the bell wires, which is not really an issue because we need to repair the bell circuit anyway, and we need to convert it basically because we're going to be putting a switch for HG on the back of this telephone so that he can simply turn off the switch when he doesn't want to hear the bell. But yet when the switch is turned off and the bell's not ringing, he'll get a visual indicator light on the front panel of the body. So this is the circuit board, the main PC board for this unit, and I'm assuming it's a quarter unit. You put a quarter in, you're able to dial out, and then it'll take your quarter and then you'll be able to talk on the telephone. And so we're going to have to repair this board. I need to troubleshoot it, go through it, find out why it's not working, and repair that. And then we need to figure out what other issues are wrong with it, and then we'll repair everything on the unit, and then we'll come back and do our final checks. Now we'll get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this unit. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we want to show a little bit about what's going on. We've taken a new handset cord and we have removed the modular plugs from that handset cord. So these are the old ones. They are no longer needed, and what we're going to do is go ahead and throw them away. We've installed new modular line plugs on this handset cord, so now we're not going to have any issue with this handset cord fitting the plug on the handset or the base of this telephone here. And so what we want to do is we also want to show that the transmitter here has been replaced. So what we can do is go ahead and plug our handset cord into the handset here. I want to make sure that the plug's in place, and that snaps right in. We can also take that cord and the other end and plug it into the main PC board where it goes. So now everything fits properly, and we don't need to have the old line cord that they were using as a handset cord, and that can be disregarded. We don't need that any longer. So now what we want to do is we can go ahead and get rid of the new cord bag, and we want to put everything back together again on the handset. We can also get rid of the transmitter. So we'll put the handset back together again, and then we want to start our troubleshooting on the main PC board of this unit and find out what we need to do next to repair this telephone. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair and conversion of this payphone. We're going to run through a little bit about what went on. Earlier we showed that we installed a handset cord with the proper plugs on the handset cord so that it would fit the handset and the base of the telephone. We also replaced the transmitter. We went in and installed a switch, and in one position of the switch, the LED that we installed for a visual ring alert when the bell is turned off, in one position of the switch, the LED will light and be a visual indicator that you're getting a ring. The middle position of the switch, the light will not work, neither will the bell. In the other position, just the bell will ring. So he's got three options. One is the bell rings, one is nothing works at all, no bell, no light, and then the other position, just the light works, your visual indicator. We also went through the keypad and cleaned the keypad. We touched up some solder on that main PC board of the keypad. We also repaired the main PC board of the telephone. Basically what's happened here is there was a card here, and it says AT&T prepaid phone card, that somebody had slid down over the protective cover of the LCD, and HG wanted that removed. Now, I'm not sure he knew there was an LCD here, but they did that because the telephone wasn't working, and so they figured they'd go ahead and cover up the LCD. Now that the main PC board has been repaired, now the LCD screen works. And we're going to run through about how this telephone works. So basically we have our cash drawer here. We want to make sure that our linkage is pulled out, and I'm going to pull the cash drawer out just a little bit. Now what we want to do is I want to go ahead and ring the unit, and I do believe it's on the LED setting. So we'll go ahead and ring the unit. We're going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. I want to go ahead and turn our switch to the off position where there is no light, no visual indicator, and no ring cycle coming in on the bell. But the telephone will still work. I'm going to wait for a ring cycle, and I'm going to turn on the bell. I'm going to let it go one more time. We'll give you some dial tone. And with this payphone, you can receive a call and you can talk. But if you try to dial, it will not dial any more than 3 or 2 numbers. Now, we can dial, if you watch the analyzer, we can dial 911 and it won't hang up on us. And we would have a line out to 911. But any other number, we'll show you what happens. We try to dial, say, 2, 3, it hangs up. The analyzer has unseized the line, so the telephone won't work. We want to dial 1, 2, 3, and it hangs up. So it will dial 3 numbers, but it'll hang up and unseize the analyzer unless you're calling 911. And then you can go ahead and talk. Now, we're going to try the transmit, and you would be able to talk when you called 911. Now, when you do not put any money in, you can't dial out. So basically what we want to do now is we want to take a quarter. We want to give you some dial tone. We want to put a quarter in. It's showing 25 cents on the LCD screen. I'm going to go ahead and call my number. And it will not let me transmit. I'm going to try to transmit. See the red light on the analyzer? It's not working. Until I put the quarter in. And now you'll see transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So you cannot transmit, and now the 5 minutes is counting down. You get 5 minutes for 1 quarter. At about 12 or 14 seconds before the 5 minutes is up, if you want to, it will have an indicator in the handset, and if you put another quarter in, it'll give you another 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back when the clock is about 18 to 16 seconds before it cuts the telephone off, cuts your phone call off, and we'll go ahead and add another quarter. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And as you can see on the LCD screen, we show a 0 up here because we don't have any more money in, and our clock is counting down. And so what we want to do is get a quarter ready, because I'm going to let you listen. There will be a tone after like less than 20 seconds. The tone will come on, and basically that's an indicator that we need to put another quarter in if we want to stay on the telephone. And there will be some indications come up on the screen showing that it wants a quarter, and then basically you know, what it looks like after a quarter has been entered into the telephone. So we'll go ahead and let you listen. Now we want to put a quarter in. See, it's showing 25 cents. That means I get 5 more minutes here. As soon as that counts down to 0, it'll go over and count 5 minutes down again. and now that'll start counting down. And so what will happen is now our phone call, we're done. Our 2 quarters are in the cash box. HG is getting rich. He's going to have a bunch of bubblegum money. So this telephone actually does have a logical use. I mean, you could make money with this telephone if you had it in the right location. Our switch is located right here. That would be all the way to the right would be your LED. In the center, no LED, no bell, and to the left, just the bell. So we want to go ahead and leave it on the bell setting. And now what we want to do is we want to take our quarters out because we're going to make a couple of phone calls. Okay, we're back now. And I want to go ahead and push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the handset, and I'm going to go ahead and put a quarter in, and I'm going to dial a time and temp number. But I'm not going to push the button to be able to talk. So when you push this button after you dialed, that lets the quarter drop down into the vault area and lets you talk to your party. But since I'm not going to have to talk to anybody on a time and temp number, I'm going to go ahead and let the telephone give me my quarter back through the change return. So we're going to have to go ahead and do that. Now they're having issues with their time and temp equipment, and basically you'll hear the recording start, you'll hear a hum, and then the recording will continue. That's on their end, has nothing to do with us. And so I want to go ahead and give you some dial tone. We'll put our quarter in. Shows 25 cents. We're going to go ahead and call that number. Shows up on the screen the number you called.
Good evening. Today is Tuesday, August 12th. The time is 11:38. Current temperature 71 degrees. Clear tonight and Wednesday, low tonight upper 50s, Wednesday's high 82.
So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and hang up, and I have not pushed this button yet, so it didn't take my quarter. And now I can get my quarter out of the change return. So basically it will return your money if you never push this button. But if you don't push this button so it can take your money, you won't be able to talk to your party. And it also has a visual indicator on the LCD screen to let you know you've got a quarter in it, and if you want to talk to somebody, you're going to have to drop that quarter into the vault area. So it's a very cool telephone. Not only is it a great novelty item, it has the potential to make money in the right situation. So I'm sure HG is going to enjoy this telephone very much and have a lot of fun with it. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.